Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all here this morning, please. Thank you. And what I'd like to do is we had a member pass away from the men's. I'd like to have a moment of silence for the deceased members of the men's and the ladies' auxiliary, the DLKV, if we could, please. Amen. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming, all the city officials that are here to participate in this day event, let's say. If I'm not mistaken, it's been 2 years since we've been able to get together and have Lithuanian flag-raising ceremony here at City Hall. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and everyone that's here and was able to attend, that you came and joined us this morning here at City Hall. I have no idea what the order is going to be.
The proclamation can be read.
Yeah, yeah.
You go.
Okay. All right. I just met him this morning, but this is the new mayor for a couple months of the city of Lowell.
All right.
Kaptau. The Lithuanian knows how to pick the most beautiful day so far to have the flag raising. Before I start, I want to introduce my fellow councillors here today. Councillor Corey Robinson, Councillor Rita Mercier, Councillor Kim Scott, and I think, Barbara, thank you all for arranging the flag raising today. It's very momentous. I do have a proclamation from the mayor's office to present, along with a citation from Congresswoman Roy Trahan to be presented by Councillor Mercy as well. Before I start, I just want to make a quick comment, speech in honor of today. Good morning. I want to extend warm welcome to everyone joining today. It is a pleasure to be here in celebrating Lithuanian Independence Day. The Act of February 16th was signed on February 16, 1918, proclaiming the restoration of an independent state of Lithuania. Unfortunately, the immediate effects of the announcement of Lithuania's reestablishment of independence were delayed as Germany remained in control over Lithuania. The Act created the basic constitutional principles that were and still are followed by all the constitutions of Lithuania. The Act itself was very important in creating the foundations of Lithuania's re-establishment of independence in 1990. When Lithuania broke away from the Soviet Union, they expressed that they were simply re-establishing the independent state that existed between the world wars. The Act of February 16, 1918, and its successor, the Act of March 11, 1990, are regarded as two of the most important developments of Lithuanian society in the 20th century. The Lithuanian immigration to the United States began in the 17th century. During the 19th century and in the early part of the 20th, the reasons for immigrating were economic. Most immigrants entered the United States through New York and immediately had to face the challenging task of making a living. They were employed as coal miners, working long hours at low wages under extremely difficult conditions. As the coal industry declined, Lithuanians worked as tailors in the textile mills, in the automobile industry, and in steel foundries. Over time, Lithuanian immigrants opened their own small businesses. As they prospered, the number of educated and professional Lithuanians increased. As with all immigrants to Lowell, Lithuanians have formed a proud ethnic community by helping and supporting each other to enhance their lives. Every year, to always commemorate the incredible contributions the Lithuanian community has made to our beloved city of Lowell, we raise this flag. The residents of Lowell stand with you today as you celebrate Lithuanian independence. Lowell continues to welcome you, provide a home for your dreams for future generations. It is an honor to raise the Lithuanian flag. We know the colors of the flag and their meaning. Yellow in the flag is meant to symbolize the sun. Green is for the forest, the countryside, liberty and hope. And red represents the blood and bravery of those who die for Lithuania. Before we present the proclamation citation, I ask if any of the councillors would like to make a speech also, would like to say something?
Hello, my name is Kim Scott. As was mentioned, I'm the new city councilor for District 5, which is South Lowell, Sacred Heart, and part of Back Central. I just am proud to be here today. I'm proud to recognize the contributions of the Lithuanian people to the city of Lowell, and I just want to let you know that it's my pleasure to serve all of you. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hi, my name is Corey Robinson. I'm the Centerville District, District 2 City Councilor, and it's an honor to be present. I love learning about all the different communities in our great city, and again, I'm proud to serve for everyone here. Thank you.
Councillor Mircea has a citation from Congressman Roy Trahan that she would like to present on her behalf. Councillor Mircea.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much for being here once again. I missed you very much for the past 2 years with this darn COVID. I know that we would meet every single year. Now, you heard through our Mayor Sakari Chow the history and the meaning of the flag and what the colors mean, but I want to take you back as I have with the Franco-American Black Heritage Month, and I want to do the history of the Lithuanian people. None of this probably would be possible, and we wonder, how do we get here? We got here through the efforts of a very colorful character, a man named Charlie Benzowitz. I'm telling you, the man was unbelievable. Him and his bride were here with his 4 children. And let me just introduce him because he was a fixture at the Lithuanian events. I went to Market Basket and I said, what is that crowd doing over there? Well, Charlie was entertaining him in Market Basket. This is the type of guy that we dealt with, but he was very proud of his heritage. And as the Black Heritage people lost their organizer through death, so did the Lithuanian people. When Charlie passed away, thank you, dear Jesus, that his family took it over. And I have to laugh, and I teased them all through the years, because there was Ann, that's A, there was Barbara, B, there was C, Charlie, and then there's David. David is probably preparing the food today. So here we had the alphabet, A, B, C, D, and I used to say, Charlie, where's E? Was E gonna happen or what? So we go back a long way, and I feel as you are my family. I'm very proud to be part of Lithuania, that I even wore the colored jewels of your country. But you know that we had this. I'm very surprised to not see your costumes. Oh, well, yeah, I could relate to that. So I am honored to be here today on behalf of our Congresswoman Laurie Trahan to present a proclamation here, United States House of Representatives, Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to the Lithuanian DLKV Club upon leading the efforts to organize the raising of the Lithuanian flag in the city of Lowell. Thank you for highlighting how integral the Lithuanian community and their tremendous contributions are to our city. Your commitment and service will forever have a lasting impact on the city of Lowell. Presented by Laurie Trahan on February 12th, 2022. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Keep up the spirit. I'm very honored and proud to raise the flag of Lithuania aside of the United States of America. God bless you. Thank you for taking your time to be here. There you are.
I would also like to present the proclamation on behalf of all the city councilors from the city of Lowell. City of Lowell, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, by his honor, myself, the mayor, a proclamation. Whereas 104 years ago, the Council of Lithuania, despite pressure from the German Empire, who had troops in the nation, signed the Act of Independence of Lithuania, ending more than 100 years of Russian domination. And whereas the Lithuania lost its independence 22 years later, becoming part of the Soviet Union, its people never relinquished their hope for a free Lithuania. They prevailed in 1990, becoming the first of the Soviet republics to declare its independence. And whereas the citizens of Lowell, the Lithuanian Americans, in their dedication to the ideals of personal freedom and liberty, and share the joy that liberation has returned to Lithuania. Now, therefore, I, Sakari Chow, Mayor of the City of Lowell, on behalf of all the city councilors, do hereby proclaim Saturday, February 12, 2022, as Lithuanian Independence Day in the City of Lowell, and urge all citizens to take part in the celebration. Given this 12th day of February 2022, signed by myself and all the city councilors. Congratulations. Thank you, Mayor. Now, I'm happy to pass on the microphone to Barbara.
Thank you. Okay, good morning, and thank you for coming today. I have a speech here that my cousin Niola Valancourt had written, but she became ill and was not able to attend, so I told her I'd read it. So I'd like to elaborate on what Mayor Chow has said about Lithuania. Okay. On behalf of the DLKB, Lithuanian Club, and Ladies Auxiliary, we appreciate your commitment to celebrate the restoration of the state of Lithuania, also known as Lithuanian Independence Day of February 16, 1918, the national holiday of Lithuania. The last petition of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth was in 1795. Lithuania was a part of the Russian Empire for more than 100 years. Even though both Lithuanian and Polish people tried to restore their independence a few times, their first real opportunity arose when both Russia and Germany were weakened during World War I. During the war, Lithuania was taken over by Germany in 1915 and claimed independence in 1918. Today you can find the house and memorial room where this historical event happened. A museum was opened in Pilays, street number 26, known as the House of Signatories, where 20 men changed the history of Lithuania in 1918. It was not an official government building, but a house owned by a rich man with a restaurant on the ground floor and rented apartments above it. So why did the Council of Lithuania meet there? Well, at the time of cold weather in the Long War, this was almost the only house in Vilnius which afforded to buy expensive firewood to heat its fireplaces. And it is well known that you cannot sign important documents with freezing fingers. However, what Lithuanians celebrate now is not one date, but the entire century of the success story created by thousands of people, from farmers to sports heroes and politicians. The entire Lithuania and Lithuanians abroad will celebrate it in their own way by continuing the old traditions and creating the new ones. A new Independence Day arose on March 11, 1990, the day Lithuania declared independence from the Soviet Union. This national day is known as Restoration of Independence Day. In Lithuania, this day is celebrated with great festive spirit, with the whole country festooned in the national colors of yellow, red, and green. Today, we celebrate what has been won and to remember how hard it was to regain freedom. Keeping vigilant, the whole world watches what will transpire in the coming days as Russia keeps advancing its military forces at the Ukrainian borders. But still, Lithuania cannot rest on previous hard-fought freedoms, as Russia now threatens the Ukraine. Lithuania has been put on alert, and Denmark has shipped military support into Lithuania to protect the former Soviet states. Free concerts organized by Lithuanian National Opera and Ballet Theater take place in the Cathedral Square in Vilnius. Crowds gather to watch the celebrations while enjoying Lithuanian delicacies such as cepelini, which are a potato dumpling, and a sakortis, an unique-looking hollow cake with spikes. Here in the Greater Lowell area, we continue to honor these hard-won freedom celebrations with the flag raising at Lowell City Hall and a celebration following. This year, we are happy to resume this custom after long periods of isolation due to the pandemic. Please join us as we continue our celebration at the VFW Club on Plain Street. In closing, here are a few fun facts about Lithuania. Lithuania is the only country in the world with its own official scent called Scent of Lithuania. I don't know what it really is, but it could be woodsy smell. I mean, there's woods, there's a lot of foliage, there's mushrooms, so I don't know, it could be something like that. There are more hot air balloons per head of population in Lithuania than any other country. And the national sport of Lithuania is basketball. The men's team is currently ranked third in the world after the USA and Spain. So thank you for all coming, and please join us as celebrations continue. So now I will play the National Anthem. I'm not very good with this, but we will do this. You hear it? Okay, Ann will... My sister Ann will play the Lithuanian one. Thank you all again, and we can proceed outside to raise the flag. And don't forget, we have a little luncheon over at the VFW on Plain Street. Okay, so we'll go outside.